this one away.
Let's go now. 48 to the Pittsburgh. Double time.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check safety, check safety. Jam.
On second down, Hill. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Baltimore.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. This is Hill. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a give right side. Elliott. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Sponge. Then we're going to 53. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Run. Take it. 48. Gun. Switch up. Under. Motion. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Go, get out there, get out there.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's it. Big hit.
Down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 43. Watch the safety creep. Check 3. He's coming. Double up. We're going to 54.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. I got one. Check 3. Check 37. Big ass. Here we go. Going to 54.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Buddy up. We own it. Let's go. SOS. Under 10. Check it out, Reed. Alert flare. Check it back. Go. Mike, 48. Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
48 Mike. In the face. Check it.
Jackson now steps away to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Down to the 25. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Hill, looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go. Flying 80. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Flying 80. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now a give, right side, Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. Flying 80. Lots 49. Too little. 26. 47. 26. 26.
From the 44, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
We're going to 54. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. We're going to 54, going to 54. Why 26.
Prescott now. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike, 49. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Gun. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 49. 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hill. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
48 for Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rush in. Rush in. We're going to 54. Why in? Check 4. Check 4. Under. Banjo.
Again, it's Elliott. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 48 Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Then we're going to 53.
On 3rd down. It's Elliott, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Prescott on 4th down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, here we go. Ball right in. 48 Mike. On the ball. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 56 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Switch. Kill. Check hot route. Hot. Shit. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Watch the creep. Going to 53.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Check nickel. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up second and 9.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Here we go, 47. Watch twins. 26.
On second down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. 47. 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now the Ravens going to use one of their...
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong. Tragic.